Everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to touch upon a bit of Capgemini because the drive is already going on at one particular location for the 5 districts that you will see on your screen right now. So in Tirupati Nannamacharya College, we have 5 districts which is taking part of for this entire Capgemini drive right now. The remaining districts will also be getting the opportunity for this drive. As soon as we get to know the dates will be informed and that the dates will be communicated over to you. So these 5 districts are already there. Yesterday there was a written test conducted, some more written tests getting done today. I was asked by A.P.S.S.D.C to do a recap on essay writing as far as essay writing is concerned, where I'm going to focus mainly on word count. I'm going to focus on punctuation, capitalization, grammar, and the entire structure. As far as the test is concerned, written test, the remaining districts, whenever you go through this entire program, you will have your aptitude and essay writing. 16 questions from 2 areas of aptitude, which is quantitative analysis and logical reasoning, that needs to be answered in 50 minutes. And then you will have your essay writing, which with a minimum of 300 words that you need to write, and you need to finish the entire essay in 30 minutes. Once this is done, you will have your interview round where you will be gauged on in a technical round as well as HR round. Once you clear all these 4 steps, that's when you will get your appointment letter or offer letter. So as far as quantitative analysis is concerned, you will have questions from profit and loss, ratios, linear equations, time and distance, time and work, permutations, combinations and probability, and logical reasoning, data interpretation, data sufficiency, syllogism, non-verbal reasoning, coding and decoding, blood relations, flowchart, and number series. These are the topics that will be covered for aptitude. For essay, like I had been saying, you will be gauged on punctuation, capitalization and structure. Easy to follow steps that I have put together for you. The time limit is 30 minutes for essay, and I'm suggesting you spend 3 minutes. Now 3 minutes is way too high for reading the topic and understanding. I think 1 minute is sufficient. You can spend another 4 minutes for making notes and writing down the ideas, which means you will have roughly 22 to 23 minutes for your entire essay, which is a very, very good amount of time. And use the remaining 2 minutes for review and correction of errors. So we are going to do this today. We're going to do a quick practice on essay. As far as word count is concerned, minimum of 300 words is required. Even if your essay is 299 words or below 300, you will be disqualified. Punctuation is where most of you may lose out on points. There had been instances where a lot of students failed in essay because they made punctuation mistakes. So please ensure you use correct punctuation. The space after comma and full stop is mandatory. You should be using appropriate apostrophes and all other forms of punctuation. Any error that you do, even in one mistake you do in terms of punctuation, it will lead to reduction in points. Capitalization, where first letter of the word is capital. When should you use it? When you have a noun which is a proper noun, or when you have a keyword, or when you have the first person I. Any mistakes, just like punctuation, capitalization will also lead to reduction in point and you may fail. As far as structure is concerned, it's good to write a minimum of 3 paragraphs, where the first one is the opening paragraph, the second one is the main body, the content, and the last one is the closing paragraph. Paragraph, if it's inconsistent, if it's less than 3, you may lose points from the overall score. Grammar and spelling are integral part of the integrity of the essay, so please ensure that your sentences are grammatically correct. You use a proper plural form, tense form and verb form, proper subject-verb agreement. You use proper spellings as well. If you make mistakes in spellings, that will lead to reduction in overall points. This is the link which I had been showing on daily basis, where it shows where you can write your essay, and you need to log in with your Aadhaar number as user ID and password. That is what I'm showing on the screen right now. This is the profile when you log in, and on the left pane which you see here, on the left pane you click on assessment and it will take you to this particular page which has aptitude test and Capgemini essay test. Once you click on the essay test, it will take you to the essay writing where it shows you the entire time limit. Alright. So as far as essay is concerned, that is the only area which will come apart from your aptitude questions. A lot of you have been taking the tests. Some of you are not submitting the answers. You need to submit the answers. If I have to look at the count, there are close to 7,000 tests that has been taken in last 1 month. But there are a lot of people who have scored a 0. That is because they did not submit the answers. Once you select the answer, you need to submit all the answers. You need to say save and next. That's when it gets submitted. It gets recorded. So please do not make that mistake in the final exam. You got to be very careful where you read the instructions very clearly and you ensure you're not making these mistakes. All right. So let's go ahead and look at one example or couple of examples as far as essay writing is concerned. I am doing this again because some of you have your drives going on, or some of you will have your drives going on, and it's important that you know how to go about it. So between these three topics, college students should have complete freedom to choose their own courses. Dieting makes people fat. Is education mandatory for successful? Number 4 is students should or should not be required to take physical education courses. People have become overly dependent on technology. And I have one more, which is drunk drivers should be imprisoned for the first offense. If somebody is caught drunk driving, instead of putting a financial penalty or taking away the license, they should be put in jail. That is what the topic is. Now, let's take one random topic from this list. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 topics here. Let's take this particular one, which is people have become overly dependent on technology. All right. So I'm going to quickly start writing this essay, and I want you to pay attention. Since I'm writing it on a Word document, I'm writing this topic, the entire header. But actually the entire header you need not write because it will be there on the screen when you take the main exam for Capgemini. So you need not write the entire header or the topic on top. You can remove that. Now let's quickly understand or jot down what we're going to write for this particular essay. The topic says people have become overly dependent on technology. So I'm going to make quick points just for my understanding. So I'm saying dependency. I'm going to talk about utility. Advantage versus disadvantage. Improvement. These are the only 4 points I'm going to write to make it easy. All right. Now let's remember dependency, utility, advantage versus disadvantage, and how can I improve the situation. I'm going to remove all this and I'm going to start my essay. I'm going to reduce the screen size a bit so that it will be easier for you to see. So I'm going to write my opening paragraph now. Okay. Technology today has become an integral part of our daily lives. Right from the wake up, right from the moment we wake up, So wherever I'm making mistake, I'm going to quickly make the correction as well. Technology today has become an integral part of our daily lives. Right from the moment we wake up, I'm using a comma. There is no space before this, but there is a space after that. All right. Right from the moment we wake up, we depend on our smartphone to beep the alarm. Instead of reading the newspaper, which is in paper form, we choose to read the news on our phone. I am basically introducing the topic by saying how dependent we have become on technology. So I am saying we sometimes depend on a microwave oven or induction cooker to make our breakfast, and then we leave then we leave for either office or college. Once we reach Once we reach the college or office, we swipe our card to record our attendance instead of So this is my opening paragraph. I am basically saying we have become very dependent on technology. So let's read the entire paragraph. Technology today has become an integral part of our daily lives. Right from the moment we wake up, we depend on our smartphones to beep the alarm. Instead of reading the newspaper, which is in paper form, we choose to read the news on our phone. We sometimes depend on microwave oven or induction cooker to make our breakfast, and then we leave for either office or college. Once we reach the college or office, we swipe our card to record our attendance instead of signing on a register. This daily activity of our lives very well illustrates the dependency on technology. So I am saying we are dependent. This is my entire opening paragraph, and I have already used 103 words. Now I am going to write my main content as to what my thought process is. Technology has not only made our lives easier, but it has made it efficient as well. Talk about technology has not only made our lives easier, but it has made it efficient as well. When we talk about efficiency, it means saving time and ensuring accuracy. When we talk about efficiency, it means saving time and ensuring accuracy. As much as the influence of technology can be seen around us today, the dependency on it is something we should worry about. So, opening paragraph, I am saying we are using technology so much, right from the time we wake up till we reach our college, we are using technology. Then I am in the main content, I am saying yes, technology has had a huge impact on our lives. It has made our lives easy and efficient. Efficiency means it saves time and makes it accurate. For example, if I have to calculate, or if I have to put a sum of some 15-16 different numbers, say a grocery list I am making, it will take time for me to manually calculate and I may go wrong. When I am calculating it manually, either I will go wrong and it will take time. But if I use a technology, if I use a calculator, it not only saves time but also gives me accurate results. So, means it is efficient. So, basically efficiency means I am saying that it is going to take less amount of time and be more accurate. Alright. When we talk about efficiency, it means saving time and ensuring accuracy. As much as the influence of technology can be seen around us today, the dependency on it is something we should worry about. Now I am talking about the negative impact. There was a time when we could remember phone numbers, birthdays and other important events. But today we make use of a calendar on our smartphone to make entry. So, now I am giving another example. Another example could be usage of electronic payments. But such services okay. I am giving one more example here. I am going to read this out. I am going to read out the second para completely. Technology has not only made our lives easier, but it has made it efficient as well. When we talk about efficiency, it means saving time and ensuring accuracy. As much as the influence of technology can be seen around us, the dependency on it is something we should worry about. There was a time when we could remember phone numbers, birthdays and other important events. But today, we make use of a calendar on our smartphone to make entry. Our ability to remember important information has taken a hit. Another example could be usage of electronic payments. We no longer wish to carry too much cash with us. As we know, we can pay through services like Paytm or Freecharge. But such services are not available everywhere. When we travel, we face difficulties. I am basically talking about the disadvantages here. I'm using another example. We have started to get dependent, another example of over dependency could be computers. We have started to get dependent on desktop or laptop so much, when there is a power cut, we get redundant. So far I have already used 267 words. Now I will close. It's up to okay. Now my last para, I purposefully made some spelling mistakes. Now I'll quickly go back and check where those mistakes are. So I'm saying essential for to, okay, that's about it. And here I made a mistake with get. All right. So my closing paragraph says, every new factor in our world has both advantage and disadvantage. It's up to us how best we can make use of it. We should not forget or get rid of certain habits which is essential for us in order to be efficient, and over dependency will create problem. All right. So let me bring it to one page. Yes, now it's on one page. Now I am going to read this entire paragraph for you, and we have used 317 words, which means as far as Capgemini pattern is concerned, we are perfect. I started typing this essay at 3:17 p.m. Right now it's 3:33 p.m. So I took around 15 minutes to finish it. You have half an hour. Obviously I type a little faster because of habit, but and I expect you to practice a lot, because when you practice more, you will improve on your typing speed as well. All right, that's why I keep saying please practice. Even if you do not have access to the tool, just read something and start typing in and construct a sentence in your own way. You will learn the proper spelling, you will learn grammar, as well as you will get the habit of typing faster. All right. So let's read this entire essay and then we'll move on with the next one. Technology today has become an integral part of our daily lives. Right from the moment we wake up, we depend on our smartphones to beep the alarm. Instead of reading the newspaper, which is in paper form, we choose to read the news on a phone. We sometimes depend on a microwave oven or induction cooker to make our breakfast, and then we leave for either office or college. Once we reach the college or office, we swipe our card to record our attendance instead of signing on a register. This daily activity of our lives very well illustrates the dependency on technology. So I am opening it up saying that yes, we are dependent. Then I am writing my main thought. Technology has not only made our lives easier, but it has made it efficient as well. When we talk about efficiency, it means saving time and ensuring accuracy. As much as the influence of technology can be seen around us, the dependency on it is something we should worry about. There was a time when we could remember phone numbers, birthdays and other important events. But today we make use of our calendars on our smartphone to make entry. Our ability to remember important information has taken a hit. Another example could be usage of electronic payments. We no longer wish to carry too much cash with us, as we know we can pay through services like Paytm or Freecharge. But such services are not available everywhere. When we travel, we face difficulties. Another example of over dependency could be computers. We have started to get dependent on a desktop or a laptop so much that when there is a power cut, we get redundant, means we are useless. Every new factor in our world has both advantage and disadvantage. It's up to us how best we can make use of it. We should not forget or get rid of certain habits which is essential for us in order to be efficient. Over dependency will create problem for us. So what did I do? I am basically concluding saying that yes, it has advantage and disadvantage. Everything that we do today has both advantage and disadvantage. It's up to us how we can take the best use of it. Secondly, we should not get overly dependent on it. Alright, let me quickly check if one thing is possible. Sir, can we open up the line now? Is it possible? Possible? Thank you so much. I'm telling you, this team here works so hard. There are 3 studios, and every technician here, every camera person, the backroom production team, they are working really hard, and they're working hard for you. So please make use of it. Yesterday we opened up the line and not a single call came. Very, very disappointing. So usually we open up the call at 4, but I just asked and they just did it. So thank you so much to all of them here in the studio. So the lines are open now. 23540726, 23540326. These are the 2 numbers. You can also dial in the 1-800 number, which is 1-800-425, can't read, 504425. I'm not able to read the last digit. That's okay. So first 2 digits are clearly visible to you as well. 040-23540726 and 23540326. 1-800 number is 1-800-425-4039. That's the number, 1-800-425-4039. Now it's clearly visible. My request to you, please call and ask your questions. I was told that I need to do a recap on Gemini essay. That's what I have done. There are quite a few more topics. There are a total of 6 topics. I can pick the next topic and I can start writing. But it's not going to help you much until and unless you start asking questions. So please pick up the phone, ask your question, whatever question you have. You want me to show you how to write a particular line, you are not able to construct a sentence, or you are confused about usage of a comma and full stop, or capitalization, or this particular essay which you see on your screen, which I typed. In case if you have questions on this essay, please call and ask. Alright, we are doing this only for you and to make you successful. If you get the job, obviously we'll be very happy about it. And all these efforts is being made only for you and for your benefit. So please pick up the phone, don't hesitate. And even if you have questions from Infosys point of view, or if you have questions from the interviews point of view, you want to practice interviews, absolutely fine. We will go ahead and do that right now. So please pick up the phone and call. All right. While we wait for the call, I am going to take another topic here. Okay. And that topic would be students should or should not be required to take physical education courses. All right. So let me quickly open up another sheet. I will make the alignment clear so that it's visible to all of you. Okay, all right, let's start. So I'm going to write about every student should go for physical education, yes or no. So I'm going to write the points. Importance benefits, how it helps, discipline, competitive edge, winning attitude, fitness, glory. These are the points I am going to write about. This is my preparation. I will talk about what is the importance, how it can help, the benefits of it. It helps with discipline. It makes a person competitive where you want to compete and be better, the competitive edge. It makes you think like a winner. If you participate in physical education, if you participate in any kind of sports, it helps you thinking like a winner. It helps you win. It helps you face hurdles, right? Then we're going to speak about fitness and glory. Glory means something good, where you bringing good name for yourself, your school, your college, your zone, your district, your city, your state, and your country as well. All right, this is what we're going to talk about in my entire essay. So let's begin. So I'm saying education system in India has a firm foundation as far as a complete learning is concerned. The curriculum designed right from first standard till graduation has presence of important and essential knowledge. This knowledge also includes the need for physical education. So I'm saying till 10th standard physical education is an integral part of the curriculum and it should continue for further years as well. So my opening paragraph, which has 61 words so far, basically I'm saying physical education should continue even after 10th standard. Here I am saying why is it important? By participating in physical activities, especially sports, a student discovers his or her inner strengths. I am saying a student which is a singular, that's why I will write S at the end of the verb. Student discovers his or her inner strength. Participation in sports activities makes the student active and fit, not only physically but also brings the importance of discipline. I'm saying discipline draws the personality and sports helps a person to build a strong and impressive personality. It makes the person strong and make them able to face tough situations in their life. All right. I'm using examples here to illustrate my answer further. So what am I saying? Discipline draws the personality and sports help the person to build a strong and impressive personality. Sports also helps a person build the attitude of a winner. It makes the person strong and make them able to face tough situation in their life. Sports has been the core learning for many management schools around the world. The cricket team of India was used as an example for fighting for success when India won the 1983 World Cup. All right, 171 words used. I'm going to write a bit more and then I will close the essay with a closing paragraph. I'm going to correct this. We recently saw how our athletes with physical challenges won gold and silver medals in Paralympics. they were able to bring the glory to the country only because they had the opportunity of learning sports through physical education since their school days. Despite their physical disabilities, so I'm saying how it's making a difference. So I'm saying despite their physical disabilities, these sportspersons have shown utmost courage and dedication. The mindset that is needed in all of us to fight our and come out as a winner. The mindset that is needed in all of us to fight our tough phase and come out as a winner. Physical education has the power to change the mindset of everyone, and hence it should definitely be a part of our education system. Alright, I can just go on a little bit more, but the point that I'm trying to make is to write an essay in 30 minutes is absolutely doable. Anybody can do that. You just need to have a little bit of pace on your keyboard, and when you begin writing your essay, please write down quick bullet points as to what you want to write in which paragraph. Opening paragraph, you're introducing the topic, but don't repeat the topic as such. That's where you will make a mistake. Open up the topic, do an opening line, and add one or two points as your point of view, as your perspective. The middle paragraph is where your main content will be. Use examples. If you have data, use data. For example, there is a topic which is on skill development. You can use data that more than 80% of engineers do not get a job which they are supposed to do. Today, engineers are working in BPOs. They are not meant to be working in BPOs, right? They are meant to design something, they need to create something, but that is not happening. Why they are not getting jobs? So everybody knows what is the percentage of engineers who end up getting job, what is the average salary. So you should have little bit of general knowledge, because that will help you with constructing an essay as well. All right. So try to remember when you're preparing and writing down points, try to remember 4-5 facts which you have. If you are a little bit wrong here and there, for example, instead of 80%, you said 85%, it is fine. As long as you are substantiating your point of view by using certain numbers, using certain statistics. And your closing paragraph should reaffirm, your closing paragraph should summarize what the entire thought process you have for the particular essay that you are writing. Okay? The lines are open. I'm yet to get any call. Probably after the break, I should be getting a call. I've written 2 paragraphs so far. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back. And I want you to call and please ask questions. My humble request, please call and ask questions. If you do not ask questions, I don't know what more I can do. If something is not going right, if something is going right, where do you need help? Please tell me, what do you want to learn, where are you facing difficulty? I'm here to help you. So if you don't call, I will not know what is going on. All right, we'll take a quick break and we come back. The lines will remain open after the break. So please do call and ask your questions. We'll see you soon. Welcome back, everyone. There's a reason for the delay. I just got a call from A.P.S.S.D.C. and they just told me that some of the people are writing an essay where they are writing with respected sir in on top, a subject line, and then they are writing regards and all that. That's an email. There is a difference between an email and an essay. I don't know why some people are making this mistake. Essay cannot be an email, right? Email is written to a person. Essay is a contextual paragraph that you write. So I just got a call that some students have written an essay starting with respected sir. In the bottom they are writing thanks and regards and their name. I mean, isn't it clear that essay is different and email is different? So I'm going to take you through the tool which we have, A.P.S.S.D.C, M Campus Champs, where you are taking your mock assessments. I'm going to log in here and I'm going to show you the learning module. So this is the login screen. I click here. The moment I click, this is my profile page. I'm going to learning module. Either I can go to assessment. I'm going to learning module so that you can learn on your own how to write an essay. I go to learning module. In the search field, I just write CAP for Capgemini, CAP. It shows Capgemini essay test. I click on content. When I click on content, on the right side there is a series of essay topics. I will randomly pick the first, or let me pick the first topic here. When I pick the first topic, it says essay writing tips. This is what I have covered on the PowerPoint slide as well. All the topics, all the tips are same. Okay. The topic of the essay is here. English language proficiency is important for getting a job. Agree or disagree? This is the tips to write the essay which I am giving you. You will not have that in your main exam. And here is the sample essay which I have written. Communication in any professional environment is as critical as domain skills. At every stage of a person's job, a good communication skill is not only essential but also critical. I will zoom this a bit so that it's visible a little clearly. I hope this is better. So am I starting the essay with respected sir, dear sir, ma'am? That's used for an email. This is an essay. Like the header says, it's an essay, not an email. Please don't make that silly mistake. It has no meaning whatsoever. Let me read from here on. The availability of qualified and skilled resources is the highest in the world. A major portion of industries in India cater to international market apart from its client base in India itself. English is globally accepted universal language which is widely spoken across all the continents. Considering this reality, there cannot be a doubt if English proficiency is important for a job or not. That's my opening paragraph. Main content. Ever since India became the global hub for IT and BPO industry, organizations from across the world have chosen the young, educated and skilled workforce in India as a preferred choice for outsourcing their work. From activities like customer service to programming and coding, the availability of resources in India has been the biggest advantage for the corporates. However, the standard of demand has been evolving over the time and hence the competition too has become tough among the young graduates. Today, most of the companies have their majority clients located in USA, Canada, Europe, Australia, etc. Apart from strong domain knowledge and skills, it's crucial to have the proficiency in English language as the only language for communication. In any organization, communication happens within the team as well as with clients and customers. The medium could be phone calls, emails or chats. If a person is really good with his domain skill, programming and coding ability, that is not enough. He or she should be able to should also be effective in communicating with others to convey a message without any scope of misinterpretation or misunderstanding. If a person is excellent with their work skills but fail to communicate effectively, the efforts become redundant. Communication is not mere exchanging information, it's the ability to articulate and comprehend, which means to speak and to understand. In other words, it is the effective manner of speaking and understanding. In this era of high competition, of a person has to be proficient in English language to be truly called a global person working in a multinational company. 3 paragraphs for one essay. This one is opening, this is the main content, this one is the closing. Okay? It's as simple as that. You need not write it as an email. Please don't make that mistake. I don't know who did. I just got the call. That's why I am taking you through this. The lines are open. You should remember the numbers by now. The lines are open: 23540726, 23540326, and the toll free number 1-800-425-4039. Please pick up the phone and call. If you don't understand, call. If you don't know, call and ask. But please don't make these mistakes. It's really painful to see people writing an essay with subject line, with a greeting, respected sir, ma'am, and regards for an essay. I categorically have covered essay writing so many number of times. You have a tool where you can practice. I have no idea why you're making such silly mistakes. Alright. I am going to take you through another essay writing. Here the topic is advantage and disadvantages of Facebook and WhatsApp. Here are the tips which I have already covered, and here is the essay. The world has changed over last 2 decades. 1 decade is 10 years, over last 2 decades. Earlier, one could communicate with someone who is physically around, or someone far away could not contact it through handwritten letters. Then telephone came when we could speak to anyone at a far off distance. However, the internet changed the whole behavior of communication. Today a person can not only communicate with another person living in a different part of the world, but they can also find and search a person from the past. That's the power of social networking sites like Facebook. Secondly, communicating with someone without spending money for every message is also a welcome factor. That's how WhatsApp has made a huge impact. This is my opening paragraph. Now the main content. Both Facebook and WhatsApp have transformed the way we connect with people in general. Though both are quite different from each other, the benefit or advantage is not too different. The biggest advantage is ability to connect with someone regardless the physical distance. If one thinks about social network, first and only tool that comes to our mind is Facebook. It not only allows a user to communicate with someone but also build a network. Many of us have found our childhood friends on Facebook with whom we were not in touch for many years. Secondly, it allows us to share our thoughts and moments. We can share pictures which bring sweet memories back to life. More importantly, Facebook is the best marketing tool for any product or service company. When we think about WhatsApp, the biggest advantage is the user need not spend money for every message. Secondly, one can communicate with a group of people at the same time without having to send the same message to multiple people. And the biggest advantage is the user can send files and pictures without spending extra money. However, the biggest disadvantage of Facebook is absence of privacy. The personal information is out and open when anyone can use the posted picture and use it for wrong or unethical activities. WhatsApp, on the other hand, has a big risk of exposure of personal data. A person can also hack a smartphone through a malware sent on WhatsApp message. And of course, the more we get involved in Facebook and WhatsApp, we fail to communicate with people who are right in front of us. Like every invention, even a tool like Facebook and WhatsApp has advantage and disadvantage. The responsibility lies with the user, how they want to use it. The users have to be careful to take the benefit of these two tools and not lose out to the disadvantage. I have used 4 paragraphs, minimum is 3, maximum can be anything, but the point is there should be an opening paragraph and there should be a closing paragraph. Alright. These topics were asked in Capgemini earlier, that's why I have used them. Online shopping versus offline shopping. Sample. The progress in technology has made an impact in all aspects of human life. One of the biggest influences is internet and utility of it. Especially in consumer behavior, internet has played a major role of transformation. When it comes to shopping, we can see the change clearly. Earlier, one had to travel to the shop to buy what they needed. Sometimes they would not find the product of their choice and come back empty-handed. One solution was to travel to another shop, but if it's far off location, the buyer would prefer not to buy. This particular behavior has changed due to online shopping. Today, a major portion of consumer purchases happens over online transaction. From grocery to clothes and memory cards to television, a person can sit at home and not only buy a product but can also look for the best deal and discount. With so many online retailers offering not just discount but also lucrative offers like free delivery, free gift, etc., a buyer has more reason to choose online shopping over offline shopping. Secondly, flexibility of product return and refund apart from festive discount have given more freedom and power to a buyer. However, there are some crucial factors which offline shopping has, which can never be substituted. First one is the ability to touch and feel the product. As a buyer, when one spends hard-earned money, they want to ensure they get the best for the money spent. And offline shopping gives the freedom and scope to a buyer. Secondly, what we see on internet or shopping site is not always true. For example, a product may look great with amazing specs and features when we read it on the website, but when we get the product, it turns out to be inferior quality. Most often we have seen cases where a faulty product gets delivered or sometimes a fake product gets delivered. These kind of issues does not exist in offline shopping. Today, in the era of internet, the connection between humans have moved to internet completely. We don't meet people anymore. We send message on WhatsApp. We need to bring back the human connect. That's the bigger advantage of offline shopping and it should always remain so. So I'm talking about how is online shopping beneficial, what is the disadvantage of it, how is offline shopping beneficial and why it should continue, because people can get to talk to each other, you can touch and feel the product. Again, essay will not have a greeting and salutation and closing. You cannot say respected sir, respected ma'am and all that. Another essay, should smoking be banned in public areas? Sample, I am reading it out, please pay attention. Smoking is undoubtedly one of the most common habits among the people worldwide, which is also the biggest reason for various cancer. Every year, 2 million people die around the world because of smoking related ailment. Ailment means disease. We all know the perils. Perils means disadvantage. We all know the perils of smoking, and World Health Organization has repeatedly created various awareness programs to curb smoking. However, what is another cause of worry is passive smoking. So those who don't directly indulge in smoking too are exposed to the health risk. Smoking in public in any form has to be strictly prohibited and monitored. Various countries around the world have strict laws to prohibit smoking. Countries like Bhutan has a blanket ban on sale of tobacco products. Singapore has a very strict law about sale and consumption of smoking products. The problem lies with the general attitude of people in countries like India. The smokers don't care much for their own health, and that's why they indulge in this addiction. What they fail to understand is that they are subjecting innocent people around the world to serious health hazards. Elderly people, women and children are especially prone to the evils of smoking. Banning smoking in public places should be universal rule across all the countries. And what is important is that the punishment should be severe. One can make stringent laws, but following the law is another hurdle. Hurdle means obstacle. In India, smoking is banned in public places, but we do see people indulging in smoking in open areas, bus stops, railway stations, restaurants. The role of general public is very crucial to ensure the ban is followed. Health is wealth, as we all know, and surely cannot let it affect because of irresponsible people. Smoking in public not only causes discomfort but also leads to serious health issues for even those people who don't smoke. Hence, there should be a complete ban. So, I am supporting the ban, that's why I am writing like this. One last paragraph, essay I am going to read. Importance of technology in educational institutions. Technology today has simplified our lives in general. Education system in India has evolved over the last 10-20 years, and the kind of knowledge one gains in school and college has the blend of our history and our future. Technology is an integral part of our future, and our educational institutions should adopt this change. If I have to pick just this line, okay, what am I doing here? I am starting the whole sentence with capital letter. After full stop, there is a space. You see this space. After space, I start the next sentence. Whenever I end a sentence, I will use a full stop. The space will be after full stop. Every time a sentence after full stop should start with a capital letter. No compromise on that. Alright. If I use a comma, I will not use a capital letter until and unless it is a proper noun. For example, if I say, when I went to the market, I saw there was so I am using a comma here. After comma, there is a space. Ideally, I should not be after comma, I will not use a capital letter, but since it's first person I will use it. What if I write a sentence where I don't need to use an I after comma? When I got the money from my sister, She called me and confirmed. S is lowercase. So that is the capitalization as well as punctuation rule. After comma or full stop, I will use a space. I will use capital letter in middle of a sentence if only it's a proper noun. What is a common noun? Common noun can be I saw a cow I saw a cow grazing in the field. Cow is a noun, but it's a common noun. But what if I use a proper noun? I boarded the train and got down in Kurnool. Okay. Now this is a proper noun, it's a name, that's why my first letter will be capital. If I use a keyword, the first letter will be capital. To open a bank account, you will need Aadhaar card. This is a keyword plus noun, that's why I am using capital. But if I am giving an instruction, if you want to send me a picture, please click on the upload button. This is a keyword, that's why I am using U as capital. Alright. So any keyword that I am using, it should be capital letter, any proper noun should be capital letter, first person I should be capital letter, all common nouns should be lowercase. Alright. So as far as the punctuation is concerned, for example, if I have to use a double quote, the teacher said, please do not be late for your interview. I started with a double quote, I close with a double quote, then I use the full stop. I cannot use a full stop here. This is wrong. The full stop has to come after the quote. Quote, double quote, and there is also a single quote. When do I use single quote? When I am emphasizing a particular keyword. For example, please click on submit button. This submit is a keyword for me, that's why the first letter is uppercase and the whole word is in single quote because it's a keyword, that's why, plus it's a particular terminology which I am using. The difference between this single quote and double quote is you use double quote when you are quoting someone, when somebody said something. This is a terminology which you are emphasizing on. Alright, do we have any calls? No calls. So when we open up the call, you don't call and ask questions, then you go for your main exam and you make all the mistakes. So when you get the opportunity to learn and ask questions, you choose not to ask. But in the main exam, you go and write an email instead of an essay. Amazing. That's really upsetting because since last 2 months, every day we are conducting sessions, people are working hard. Instead of calling and asking questions, you go and make a mistake in the main exam, which was completely irrelevant. Instead of writing an essay, you went and wrote whoever this person or the group of people are. Extremely annoying. Okay. So the lines are open, not getting any calls. I'm going to read out one last paragraph, then we're going to call it off. All right. So this particular paragraph that I was reading, which is importance of technology and educational institutions. Technology today has simplified our lives in general. Educational society in India has evolved over the last 10-20 years, and the kind of knowledge one gains in school and college has the blend of our history and our future. Technology is an integral part of our future, and our educational institutions should adopt the change. In the past, everything in an educational institution was manual and mechanical. But when the system wants to produce bright minds and build a better future, it has to adopt technology apart from imparting knowledge about the technology. Something as simple as attendance system can be automated in a school, or something as complex as analyzing a student's mindset can be tracked through technology. When an educational institution adopts technology, it is creating the right platform and foundation for the students. School and colleges of today's era wants to compete with the global standards. Technology can bridge the gap between available information and what we wish to know. For example, a school in a remote village in Andhra Pradesh can make use of technology by getting access to internet and watch training programs on YouTube. Sometimes it becomes difficult for a good teacher or a trainer to travel to every corner of the state. Technology can bring the access to information closer to the students. Another example can be attending seminars. Students from various parts of the state cannot travel outside India to participate in seminars and conferences, but they can attend it through video conference. Technology certainly has the capability of transforming the system and learning process of a student, and every institution should create the right infrastructure to adopt it. The government can provide various facilities and funds to enable the institution get the required benefits. A better system in school or college will result in bright mind and better students for the country who will build the nation of future of the state and the country. When I talk about effects of social media on political issues, again, paragraph number 1, paragraph number 2, paragraph number 3. Is vegetarian a better alternative for healthy living? Paragraph number 1, 2, closing paragraph. By reading the opening and closing, you will be able to figure out what the author wants to say. Healthy living is not an option, it's a need, which most of the people have considered a choice. Being healthy cannot be a choice, it has to be a way of life. There has been a long running debate about what contributes to healthy living. It is a combination of various factors, with major aspect being what we eat. Historically, mankind has divided the food into two primary categories: vegetarian and non-vegetarian. Vegetarian food is primarily dependent on resource availability, wherein non-vegetarian food was primarily based on hunting ability. As we moved ahead in time, the choices became directed towards religion, race and culture. Closing. Vegetarianism certainly makes a person healthy, as the food is a gift of nature and organic character of the food adds to the nutrients a person always needs. So when you get an essay, read the topic, understand what the topic is, make quick notes and write an essay. Please don't write an email. It's not difficult. We practice so much, we learned so much. You have a tool available where you can practice. So please make use of it, and please don't make mistakes of writing an email instead of writing an essay. I certainly don't want to hear such things, it really upsets me. And when I open up the lines, please respect the time, effort, and please call and ask questions. If you don't ask questions, I will assume all of you are going to clear the exam. If that happens, amazing. But I know that's not going to happen. So if you are hesitant to ask question, if you are scared to ask question, you will make mistakes. Are you okay with that? I don't know. That's your choice. So I'm calling it off now. Tomorrow when we meet, I don't know, will I have to continue Capgemini? I will get to know this evening. But if I'm opening up the line, please call and ask questions. People are working hard only for you. Please respect it. Call, ask questions and get your doubts clarified. Alright? I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care and please do prepare and practice. Thank you.